Hello everyone, my name is Agalia, and we are back to a curious convoy. We need to go find the lost group of Loxian brothers. Hopefully they're okay, but seeing how things have gone thus far...
That's strange. There's a group of bats flying in the same direction we are, and they're carrying some sort of bundle.
Yeah, I don't have good feels about this. It's another tailing mission. Let's follow the bats. I like how they include sounds for the glaciers shifting around. That's a lot of ambiance. So they do that, and they are freakishly like large and heavy and guys, please. Oh, we're gonna take that. Let's go and take it as well. There we go. Oh, I actually don't think it's a proper tailing mission. I think they match my speed. Could be wrong. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Nope, it is not a tailing mission. I can go as fast as I want to. Alright, that helps out a lot. Much prefer this. That's probably also known as annoying. Fly like the wind. Very apt. I mean, they definitely have noticed me, if not already. Looks like brushed wings with them. Grab some coins. Along the way here, look at that. Some nice shinies. Paintings are having a bit of a rough go of it. Hello. What is this? What is this contraption? What is the point of that? It just pounds the ice? Seems a bit fishy, if you ask me. Oh, the penguins too. Penguins are great too. They're very chill in the books. They don't really have great stake in a lot of what's going on. They just kind of hang. There's a really sweet, lovable penguin character for one of the arcs in the books. I believe his name's Dumpy. It's adorable. Alright, yep. That's bad.
The Hagsfiends will make short work of them.
Whoa.
The bats have brought with them unwelcome guests.
Hagsfiends just hanging out.
Dispose of the intruders. There is no escape, Guardian.
Oh, I love it.
Just point me to a target and I'll handle the
Appropriately
rest.
witchy. Yeah, so Hagsfiends in the books, they were very much the, well, they're witchy. You couldn't get that from the
You are not welcome here.
kind of shrill laughter there.
Stay out of our way, Howard.
But, oh, interesting. Okay, so don't hit Hagsfiends with the barge move. Good to know. But, yeah, no, very casually just to throw them out there because, I mean, clearly this is treating them more like witches than demons from hell, which is what they are, with dark magic powers that include Nachtmagic, which, I mean, Nacht meaning night magic. Essentially, they had power which included looking at you.
Incoming hostiles! Watch out!
They would use a power called the Fingrot that came from their eyes, and it would make you become paralyzed with fear. And as you can imagine, being paralyzed in flight usually means you just die, so they were very deadly. They were also accompanied by these little creatures known as half-hags, which, imagine them like tiny mites, but they have beaks. Like tiny bird mites, pretty much. Very, very cute, you know, in a messed up way. They have a symbiotic relationship with the Hagsfiend, and the idea is that the Hagsfiend would protect them and give the half-hags a home, and in return the half-hags would work as trackers. They would tend to their feathers, because their feathers were very shaggy and not good in wet weather. They very much feared water. And in addition to that, they were also venomous, so, you know, if you got close enough to a Hagsfiend to engage it, the half-hags could jump on you and hit you with their beaks, give you a poke, and then you'd be poisoned. So, very deadly creatures. But we're just freaking styling on them right now. Yes, they are a very big threat, and actually, the main... Oh, whoa! I get hit with a spell. That. Very cool. But yes, the main part of the books is actually preventing Hagsfiends from being brought back into the world, because it's a very bad thing. Now, there were a few things that could defeat the Fingrot. It wasn't an all-powerful move, but it required the green eyes on the wolf. Basically, the light of the moon reflected in the wolf's eyes could cut through the
What in
Fingrot.
Glauc's name were those horrid things?
I don't know, but they definitely took pleasure in trying to hurt us. We should keep moving. There may be more of them around.
So in the later parts of the books, they have, and in the other sections where they have Hagsfiends, the owls and the wolves would work together to defeat them. And it's very cool. Wolves had their entire own society. They had a sort of like nobility sort of arrangement with houses and clans and names and all that good stuff. They actually had their own book series. I haven't read it, but The Wolves of the Beyond.
That old owl! He looks injured.
Oh no.
Don't worry about me. It's the young monks that need your help. The Hagsfiends are taking them back to what used to be my home. I just escaped from there.
You must be Cormac. What exactly are Hagsfiends?
Hideous crossbreeds of owls and crows, or so we believe. But that's not important right now. Please, you have to rescue them.
Yep, so that is correct.
It appears the situation is far worse than we had thought. I can barely believe it, but these creatures may be the Hagsfiends returned. I fear that Cormac and our brethren are in their clutches. Find them and rescue them, young guardian.
Yeah, so you can see they treat the Hagsfiends with some, you know, fear and reverence, but at the same time, like, having two of them coming at you would be a death sentence for, like, 99% of the owls in that universe, so they're not exactly at the power level that they should be, but of course, you know, to get more variety in the enemy types, yeah, it's more than fine. And it's cool, you can see they went with a more like vulture sort of look to them, the way they kind of have elongated necks, the shape of the head, the body, but they are crossbreeds between owls and crows.
We've got to free the monks before the Hagsfiends reach their facility.
Now, can any crossbreed become a Hagsfiend? Well, no. It's not that easy. It is all about having that dark power from dark rituals and Noxmogen and being from hell. More often than not. Yes, I do dare and try and stop you. Now show me to your bosses. No, not while I have the talons. No, they're too far away. Damn it.
The Hagsfiends won't give up the monks without a fight.
Let's throw you into the ground. Follow up. I do appreciate that they cast spells, as they should. Though it is kind of funny they cast, like, Meteor. Didn't really do that in the books, but that's okay. It is a cool power to
Attack
have.
the cage carrier.
Alright, come here, you. Gotcha.
Thank you, Guardian. There's another group of Hagsfiends going for the facility.
Yeah, like, the idea of groups of Hagsfiends attacking would be ridiculous. But, you know, it works very much for making a visibly more, a visibly bigger threat.
Finally, challenge.
Let's throw you down. Follow up. Stacking up my combo meter.
There's an unguarded cage carrier.
I see him. I see him. I'm going for him. And gotcha. There we go.
You have my gratitude.
Combo wombo. And the wombo combo. Oh, come on. I don't want to lose my combo. No, 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 no. Damn it. Curses.
The Hagsfiends may kill the monks if we don't eliminate them first.
Jerk. Come here, you. There we go. No, don't worry, I'm not gonna let him. Come here, you. Have our revenge. Yeah, they're very witchy, though. Apart from being demons.
The cage carrier is unguarded.
Gotcha.
I am forever in your debt, young Guardian. The Hagsfiends have taken another route. We've got to hurry.
Goodness, it's so far away. Yeah, at least we can do a cool sweep over the, like, look at, it's actually very pretty, you know, all things considered, you know, the northern lights, the way they have the ocean with the little glacier floats and things like that. Like, it's actually very impressive for a movie licensed game in the 2010s. I don't know if anyone else played the Avatar game, but that was also a mainstay of mine.
The Hagsfiends won't give up the monks
You know,
without a fight.
I do wish that they had a thing where if you threw them in the water, they would just instantly die, because that's how that worked in the books. Because their feathers didn't produce the same oils that owl feathers do. They would just be weighed down super heavily by water, so falling into water for a Hagsfiend was a death sentence. Like, quite literally. So a lot of the time in the books you'll see characters will try to force them to the ocean or
The
towards bodies of water.
Hagsfiends won't give up the monks without a fight. The cage carrier is unguarded.
Yep, I got it. Let me hit him. There he goes.
I am forever in your debt, young Guardian.
they won't attack.
Hurry! Eliminate the cage carrier!
They won't attack characters with armor, but my wingmen are more than fine taking on the Hagsfiends.
I am forever in your debt, young Guardian.
Yeah, you're welcome, buddy.
It's been ages since I've seen such selfless bravery. Perhaps we can save the rest.
Yeah, no, that's what we do. Don't mention it. Nice. Another gold medal. Yeah, look at that art, though. Looks great.
You see? Take heed of those tall pillars, for they contain large concentrations of flex. They'll confound your gizzards if you get too close. That's what's keeping the monks grounded. We have to bring down the pillars to set them free. The Hagsfiends have been taking monks to mine in their Fleck facility. The time for peace has passed. We must rescue them. We need to get into the facility and take down those Fleck pillars. Only then will my brethren be free.
Yeah, so that's actually closer to the books than it is the movies. If you remember the movie, they use the flex to
Hagsfiends are on the way.
essentially make a
You'll
magnetic
need to
field
deal with them first before there's any chance of taking out the Fleck pillars.
that dragged all of the Guardians down to the ground. Hello.
We have intruders! After them! Sound the alarm!
But actually, what the flex did in the books is that because they are magnesium and you know, still magnetic, they would disrupt the natural compass that owls possess. So if you set them up, if you set them up in a triangle, essentially anyone within that triangle would be unable to fly directly. They would be unable to navigate, to find their way, and like, yes, sure, visually.
You'll share the same fate as the monks, Guardian.
Visually you can navigate, sure, but it just messes with your head in a way that makes it just completely infeasible.
We will have her revenge! Everyone gets that one!
The equivalent would be like, hey, try to navigate using a GPS, but the GPS is wrong. Like, sure, you can follow the routes and you can kind of guess where you're going, but the directions are not helpful at all. Oh, I shouldn't have tried that. Don't barge, don't barge. Cleaning up the rest. Should get my claws here soon. Beautiful. Now for some big damage. Oh, I hit a tree.
We need to get into the facility and take down those Fleck pillars.
There we go. Alright, let's take him down.
They will have a terrible effect on your navigation if you get too close.
Yeah.
Great shot, Guardian.
I
The
will,
Fleck pillar is
I
weakening.
will not go back to my little tree.
Great shot. The Fleck pillar is weakening.
Alright, I need to hit some of these catapults
The
too.
ballista is weakening.
Oh, I missed.
Our queen will have her revenge.
Our queen will have her
Beware of
revenge.
the Fleck's, Guardian.
Might
One
that
more
be?
hit should do it.
Oh, oh. You can see as I get too close, it kind of pulls you in.
Great shot. One more hit should do it. Great shot.
Just to grab that.
The ballista has been
There we go.
destroyed.
They have a lot of health.
As your wingman, I'll be following your lead, Shad.
Let's get you out of here. Alright, I need to throw in some assists.
Won't even see what hit them.
There we go. Throw in some assists. Ow, I'm on fire.
Use hot coals to take out those. You destroyed a Fleck pillar.
There we go.
Knock them all out.
That one! Everyone gets that one!
You've destroyed a ballista.
Nice. There's a ballista down. Hey, you can really combo them. I love it. You can kind of go off.
Use hot coals to take out those fleck pillars.
Because I'm an attack buff, may as well do some good damage while I can. Alright. Coals.
A fleck pillar has been destroyed.
Nice. Last one. Oh. Well, that's not good. Here's one.
Great shot. The fleck pillar is weakening. One more hit should do it.
Let's grab it. First, you go away.
You destroyed a fleck pillar.
There we go. Easy peasy.
Fly, my friends. You are free. We must leave this place before more Hagsfiends
Also,
come.
they should be snowy owls, but they didn't have a model for snowy
I
owls.
do not like the look of that fog coming in.
Part of the Galaxian Brothers, they were a majority snowy owls because in the north, snowy owls are incredibly common. Kind of like how in the Southern Kingdoms, barn owls are incredibly common. But they just didn't have a model. I do kind of wish they did, though. Snowy owl would have been cool for the main character, too. But I see why they did what they did. Look at you.
You may have rescued my brethren, but unless the Hagsfiend Queen is defeated, the abductions will continue, and you can bet their next target will be the retreat itself.
The Hagsfiend Queen? Crazy. Yeah, in the books they didn't have a queen. They kind of were all their own agents, you know? They did their own thing. They sort of kind of worked together, but they were just as likely to backstab each other, too. They're very much like the Sith in that way, if you want to think about them like that. But
We
hey,
must be especially wary of
Also-
the Hagsfiend Queen. She's utterly ferocious and supremely crafty.
No match for me, puny owlet.
I mean, I don't know, I'm kind of, you know, hitting her pretty hard right now. Are you sure?
The flecks keep me well protected.
Oh, look at that. Gotta get rid of the carriers. Just gotta force fields. It's kind of funny to take a very mundane thing, kind of like the movies, they make it like almost supernatural with its capabilities. It's kind of a fun effect though too. It's sort of like electric Tesla.
Tear you to shreds.
Oh, hello. I didn't know I could hit her. Oh, that's a lot of Hagsfiends. Wait, where is she? Oh. No, you don't. Listen. Hagsfiend Queen is my...
Flecks keep me well protected.
I'm gonna take her down. And her entourage. Like so.
No match for me, puny owlet.
Oh, no, you don't. Oh, come on. Damn it. No, no, my combo. Ow. Yeah, that doesn't lock onto the right enemy. That is a bummer. I wish the lock-on was a bit
Flecks
harder,
keep me well protected.
but it is what it is. Guess you can take out two in quick succession if you hit that like that. Oh, no you don't. I'll try rolling, that's a good
Do
trick.
you find my armor enthralling? Come, take a closer look.
I don't know what you mean by that, but I don't like it. I don't think I can throw her, so I'm just gonna try and combo as much as I can. Come here, ya.
You won't get through my fleck barrier.
How many bats is she gonna call down? Oh, that was bad. Right by the projectile. That was a shame. Ow.
Tear you to shreds!
Finally. Show me what I can do.
Come here, you. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. Come on. Don't let her get away. Keep comboing. Look at that. Look, I'm demolishing her. Get out of here. You had no chance.
I would not have believed that victory had I not seen it with my own 2 eyes. I suppose by now I shouldn't be surprised. Come! Let us help the wounded back to the Brotherhood.
Back at the retreat, there was much to discuss. Bats and Hagsfiends working together, with Flex in the midst of it all. The breadth of the Pure One's plans was broad indeed. Just then, the old hermit Cormac approached.
That was a fine bit of flying you did today, Shard. Your father would have been proud.
When the shock had worn off the young owl's face, he continued.
Yes, I was there with him at Perrock. Don't believe the lies. He was vigilant and he fought bravely. But the flicks the Hagsfiends carried can confound any owl's gizzard, as you'll see. We surmised it was an unknown trader who let the Hagsfiends in and gave them the flicks. But Grettir never forgave himself. He discarded his battle claws here at this monastery, vowing never to take them up again. I attempted to follow his peaceful example, even opening a dialogue with the Hagsfiends who dwell in the frigid region. But there is a greater tide of evil at work.
That's insane.
And my efforts failed. It would seem the time for your father's idealism has not yet arrived.
Cormac produced a tarnished but magnificent set of battle claws.
Here, these were his. Take them, and use them to restore the peace.
Gotta love it. Gotta love the father's weapon being handed down. The successor son. It's the best. It's freaking great. But yeah, no, the idea that beat the Hagsfiend Queen. It could have been a little bit more exciting, but is what it is. Now, the idea that you would open a dialogue with the Hagsfiends is freaking ridiculous. They are pure evil. And also that, like, again...
I'm gonna need these.
You kind of have the... Okay, so Burning Spirit, and then the final one, this is our father's Iron Fortitude. I'm just gonna buy them both. Max power, and... Sold out. Yeah, I kinda, admittedly, I kinda wish...
This should keep me well protected.
I kinda wish this was just the final tier. I think this one looks the best. I love the gold and silver look, but, you know, we'll rock Iron Fortitude.
This feels aerodynamic.
Make us really tanky and all. I don't know what prowess does. But, yeah, so... Besides, yeah, don't frickin' ever negotiate with Hagsfiends. It's a stupid idea. The next thing is they, of course, center a lot of the power on Flex, which, again, only could kind of confuse you. They didn't really have any other sort of power besides that. So the Hagsfiends in the books would not have needed Flex, and they didn't even care or know about them as far as I'm aware, because they had Nachtmagen. They just used magic and evil spells and the Fingrot. So, yeah. But, you know, this is kind of leaning into the movie like continuity where, like, you know, Flex are really strong and important and, you know, what everyone's after, and the pure ones being the greater evil than the Hagsfiends. But yeah. We'll pick up there next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye!